show you what's so wonderful about dog sledding would be to meet you out on the snowy trail. I'd find a nice big warm parka for you. I'd put you in the basket of the sled. I'd stand on the runners and back, and we'd both hang on for dear life the first couple of miles. The dogs love to tear out of the dog yard full speed ahead. Then after they burned off a little steam, they settle down to a trot, and they average about 9 miles an hour. Then you and I could relax a little bit. The trail is pretty no matter what the weather. Sometimes it's blowing snow and cold. You have your hood up, your parka ruff pulled in around your face. Other days it's clear and sunny and sparkly. All I do is stand on the runners and smile back at the sunshine. One of my favorite times to go is at night in the moonlight. It's not quite as bright as daytime, but the snow reflects the light. You can see where you're going just fine. If you're real lucky, you'll have some northern lights come out with pinks and greens and yellows dancing around. That's a very magical time to be out on the trail. I'd like to introduce my dog to you. My number 1 lead dog today, her name is Nellie, and Nellie is 11 years old. She's also the mother of 3 of the other dogs in the team. And as you can see, I don't have any reins attached to the dog. It's just my vocal commands to communicate what I want to do. Since I'm standing here in front of the team, I'm not even going to whisper the command to take off over the microphone. All 7 dogs know that word, and there's a lot of power here. If they all start pulling at the same time, they can break that rope that's holding the sled. Sometimes dogs are a lot like children. You have to spell certain words you don't want them to hear you say out loud. The command to take off is spelled H-I-K-E. So far they haven't learned to spell. I'm 1 step ahead of them. Turn to the right, I tell my lead dog to G. Turn to the left, I tell her to haw. If I want the team to stop, I tell them to whoa. Most of the time they are pretty good. They stop when I ask them to. But if there's something to chase, a fox, a squirrel, a moose, a porcupine, suddenly those dogs all go deaf. They can't hear a word I'm hollering to the back of the sled. And I've dragged along behind that sled more miles than I care to remember. I won't tell you what I holler when I'm dragging along behind the sled. The next 2 dogs of mine are called swing dogs. They help swing the team around the corners. Little white dog's name is Solo. She's 6 years old. She's also a lead dog. Her partner here is a big puppy. His name is Big Boy. He just turned 11 months old on August 28th, so I think he's got the right name. He's going to be a nice addition to the team this winter. He's just learning how to be a sled dog. Dogs in the middle of the team are called team dogs. The black and white dog is Nellie's brother. His name is Jack O'Lantern. They were born on Halloween. I just call him Jack for short. And his partner is Flopsy. Flopsy is 7 years old. She's also a lead dog in the team. Dogs in the back of the team are called wheel dogs. And these are some of your largest, strongest dogs. They have to pull extra hard to break the sled free when you first start off and to get you around the sharp corners when you're going down a twisty trail through the woods. The brown dog closest to me, his name is Uproar. He's also a lead dog in the team. Today he's running in the back of the team. Just like the rest of us, a little variety in the work helps to keep it interesting, so I shift the dogs around from position to position. Uproar's partner here is another puppy. He's Happy's brother, or Big Boy's brother. His name is Happy, and he's just learning how to be a sled dog also. These are big, strong freight dogs. They average about 80 pounds. Some of these large males are over 90 pounds. These are more like the draft horses of the dog world. They're bred for strength and endurance rather than speed. For example, on the Iditarod, the teams average about 50 pounds, or the dogs do. A lighter dog bred for a little more speed.